Hello, everyone. Welcome to Development Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis, coming to you from the Ventura Cigar Company studio. With me today is John McTavish. How you doing, John?
I'm spicy tonight. I'm dealing with some tier 1 tech support at Amazon. I wish I could just reach across the throne. Anyways, cigar reviews. Yeah. Woo.
So today we are talking about the Plasencia Alma del Fuego Concepción. Cigar is a Toro Extra 6-inch by 54 ring gauge. Comes out of the Plasencia factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper, binder, filler are all listed as Nicaragua. No further details there. Price point is $16, and the cigar was released in July of 2019. So with all that out of the way, John, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
So overall, I thought it was pleasant. In terms of a flavor profile rating, are you getting some weird feedback on my?
Seems okay to me.
All right. The flavors are very pleasant. They're not particularly overwhelming. I would say that the strength is, below medium. I think for me, the best third was the middle third. The complexity of the middle third had the best balance for me. I think there were some pleasant flavors in the first third, and it almost reached the point of good for me, but it just didn't have enough. Just didn't have that right balance. Last third was kind of mostly earthy cedar, so it was okay, but it really nothing to write home about. Burn-in construction were very good, I thought. Yeah. What was your overall experience like?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with dark wood, cocoa, black pepper. Fairly soon after that, a little bit of earth joined in to replace the cocoa, and the pepper morphed into more of a baking spice. Second third had wood, mustiness, and earth as the core profile, and then the final third saw some creamy coffee kind of go in and out as the wood became a bit younger. Construction was good. Strength was medium the whole way. The first third of the cigar really reminded me of Christmas for some reason. I don't know, just a combination of flavors, whatever was going on. Just
interesting.
It struck a chord with me, but I thought of Christmas. But after that, things became pretty average until the final third. Then, when some little bit of kind of creamy coffee kind of rescued it from being average again. So this is an odd scenario for me where a cigar goes to average and somehow it gets better in the final third, which I would say 99% of the time does not happen. Once you get average, you're either staying there or you're going downhill. So
yeah, I mean, I had the same thing where it was good in the second third and average in the first and last third, and I can honestly not remember ever having that experience.
Right. So that kind of rescued it from being mundane, kind of like the final 2/3 of the cigar. So I'd be interested in smoking this in another Vitola just to see if it kind of can keep what that first third had going on through throughout the cigar. So I would smoke it again. I think it's a pretty nice addition to the company portfolio. Price point's a bit high, but I think it's kind of a par for the course with the brand. So I think it's an interesting cigar, and I would definitely smoke it again. So getting into the scores, June and Seth were also on this review. They just weren't able to join us for the videos. So the way the scoring worked was I was the high score at 6.72. Seth was right behind me at 6.52, and then you and June both scored at 6.10. So
defend yourself.
I will. I thought it was a pretty good cigar. I think this is my favorite cigar from Plasencia that they branded as their own. Their initial releases just hadn't been, Alma del Fuerte and things like that. They just hadn't really sold me on their own brand. But this cigar is pretty good. Who knows if maybe I smoked another one, that final third wouldn't be good. It would be average, and then I'd be further down. I don't know. It was just happen to be what happened here. So I think it fits 6.72. This will end up being pretty high on my list, I think, for the year, unless some other cigars start stepping up. But it'll be top 10, top 15 probably for me. So that's interesting. But how about you at 6.10?
That sounds about right. And, I agree. Even though I was on the lower end of the scale, I think the cigar was quite pleasant. I would definitely smoke it again. It was interesting. I mean, it's one of those weird areas where even though the flavor rating doesn't seem that high, it's still an enjoyable cigar in the upper range of like above average kind of thing. The construction was certainly excellent, and I would certainly try more Plasencia offerings for sure. I don't think this put me off or anything like that. So yeah.
Exactly. All right, if you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us, but also check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.